Welcome back to the channel. My name is Brahim, and I have a theory. It might not work, and it's worth a shot, so I'm gonna try it. Basically, if you use FinWiz, it's like a stock screener for the S&P 500, and you can go into other things. But I'm just gonna stick with the S&P 500. Go and click on every single chart. Do this once a day, just once a day. Click on every single chart. And try and find a stock where it's at the resistance line or below the resistance line and the chart is positive, so it's a ascending chart on the daily, the weekly and the monthly, but it has to be at the resistance line, the price. So I did this the other day and I found two examples, one that's okay and one that looks good. So let me show you the one that looks okay first. We have a company called Worth of Corporation, ticker name WAT. Now if you look at this chart, here is the support line, there's the resistance line. It hit the resistance line in February, and now about 6 weeks later into March, you can see it touched the support line 1, 2, 3 different occasions, and now it's starting to bounce off. But of course it had a red day, so it didn't really last long. So it's coming back to probably retest the support line. That's not perfect entry, but that's an okay entry. It's an okay entry if you want to get into the stock. You go to weekly, you can see it's starting to go down, but that's only from the last month. You can see basically from 2019 to 1 year, from January to July, 1.5 years, you can see it's pretty much been trading sideways between 170 to about 230. Of course it did break out this a little bit, but it's realistically just been trading in that range sideways. And then of course and then you can see in October, he started going for a bull run. And of course, like I said, in February, this is where it started going bearish. We go to the monthly though. Since 2011, the stock's pretty much just gone up. It did have a rejection around 2019, and then another rejection around 2020. But then after 2020 March, the stock's just gone higher and higher to like all-time highs of what? Almost 300, that is. So that's an okay entry point, but this is a better entry point. So this company is called BioRad Laboratories. So this company is called BioRad Laboratories, ticker name BIO. You look at the chart. Here's the resistance line, there's the support line, there's a few support lines. You can see it pretty much double topped and broke out. But then it hit the resistance, ran past it, started to retrace back down to support. And it's continuously hitting this support line, but it's not really breaking support. Look, July, support, September, support, December, support, February, support. So every two or 3 months, support. So February, it's already hit support, and it's actually broken out of support. So who knows, it could continue trading down, or it could start trailing back up and try and go back to the resistance line. Now of course there's different lines, as you can see. You got like 650, you got 667, and you got 700 being really optimistic. I think there's a high chance it could go back to 650. If you go to the weekly chart, you can see it's been bullish since 2019 January. Of course it did have a drop around 2020 February, which is during COVID times, and then after March, close to April, it picked up. It hasn't been a steady straight, but overall it's been straight up. If you go to the monthly chart, however, look at that. Flat, still flat. Around mid-2016, starting to pick up. 2018, and look at that massive big green candle. 2019, before 2019, started to go back down. Now it's gone back up. And of course, around 2020, COVID times, you got 3 red candles, and you got a big green candle in April. Stock hasn't come back, really hasn't come back down. And now it looks like it's a bit bearish. We're going to trade sideways or consolidate. But I think to get in at that price is a good price. So if you're looking to try and get this trade, hold it and let's try and sell it around at 650. If you want to take profits a bit earlier, I say maybe around at 630 range, because the candle, there is a big drop here, so it might need to test these type of levels. But that's my new theory. So my theory, go on the S&P 500 map on FinWiz. You can try it for other stocks, but personally I'm going to stick to this. Go on every single stock, red, green, it doesn't matter. Go on every single stock, open it. So example, right now we have Apple. It's trading for 125.57%. Of course, Apple, you know the company, it's got so much cash, it's ridiculous. The trend is pretty much positive. Look at the daily, it hit resistance about a few days ago, which would have been a great entry at 115. It's gone up $10 since then, so we're talking almost 7%, 8% up. Go to a weekly chart, it's gone up ever since COVID. Of course, before COVID, about February, it started going down. And let's go to monthly. It's a good chart. Of course, it looks a little bit bearish around this part, but who knows? Who knows? For the daily, what I'm seeing is it's going back up. But I wouldn't enter the price. I wouldn't enter the price. The best price to enter was when it hit the support. So what you want to do, like I said, go on the S&P 500 map on FinWiz, go on every stock, look for stocks that have touched the resistance line, where the daily trend, the weekly trend and the monthly trend is all positive, so all bullish, and enter the stock only if it's touching or below the resistance line, so the support line, sorry. So example, like I said, Waters probably missed that opportunity for daily, but for bio, it's not too bad to enter. I think it's actually a good price to enter if you're gonna hold it for, I don't know, 3 to 6 weeks. Nothing long term, but if you want to get a quick trade. So this is my theory. To make sure, I want to see it actually work. If I'm right, if I'm wrong, if the stuff I can adjust, I'm gonna do it on my paper account and just see how this goes. So I'm gonna start this trade. I'm gonna start this challenge with 10k. On Trading 212, you can make paper accounts. Of course, you can go up to 50k, you can go as low as £100. I want to be able to trade on any sort of stock, so that's why I thought 10k. 50k is a bit crazy, and people are like, oh, I doubled a 50k account. It's not about making 50k, it's about having the skill set behind it. So I'm going to test this theory out for a few months and see if it's correct. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That'd be amazing. Also, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. See you next time.